Hello, welcome to Scrapbook process video number 16. Now this one may end up a little bit more story time than actual process talk, but we'll see what happens. So as is implied by the title, this one is about kittens, and I'll get onto the why and whatnot in a bit. But just to explain what I'm doing with this layout, anyone who has had kittens in their lives for whatever reason will know that they are adorable little fluff balls of chaos. Good chaos, but chaos nonetheless. So I wanted to reflect that in this spread. So I started off, as you can see, doing some embossing up the side and of these paw print stamps and making a mess apparently. And I did some of the stamping sort of imperfectly so that the embossed paw prints would be a little bit messy and stuff. So that's what I was doing there. And yes, so to explain the pictures, so 4 years ago now, summer of 2013, I was home from university and my dad came home one evening with this litter box that had been duct taped shut that he found on the street, and we were like, what is this? What's going on here? And he opened it and there were these four tiny little baby faces staring back at us, and mine and my mum's hearts just melted into puddles of goo. And yes, by the way, I do know that I put that picture on upside down. I fixed that later. I don't know why I didn't notice for so long, but anyway, so as I said, it was in the evening. We tried to call the RSPCA, the local cats protection, couldn't get hold of them. Thankfully, the vets that I used for my cat was still open, so we zoomed down there and got some kitten milk, and the rest is what happened. We fostered them. We fostered the little litter of abandoned kittens until they were old enough to go to their forever homes. And it was the most amazing and rewarding experience probably of my life. It was incredible. It was tiring too. When they first came to us, they were not 3 weeks old. They were tiny, and I had to bottle feed them every 2 hours, including throughout the night. And yeah, it was exhausting, but as I said, rewarding. And so to explain the title, because they were so young when they were abandoned, and because I was the one bottle feeding them or anything, they kind of, they sort of imprinted or whatever on me, and I became mummy. They used to curl up on my lap or curl up on my chest. They'd always come to me, and you can see in the photo, the one that I stuck on upside down, that they would just sort of come to me. It was amazing. So I was cat mummy. So I was already a crazy cat lady before this with my own cat, but this kind of cemented the deal. But just by the way, bit of process talk. All those little bits I'm using, sort of ephemera kind of things, are all fussy cut from one of the 12 pages of the Meow collection. I cannot remember what page. I think it might be the Catitude one, but I'm not 100% on that. But I just kind of stuck them all over the place. Again, kitten chaos is what I'm reflecting. But anyway, you will hopefully be pleased to know that they all went to really, really good homes. We probably, had I not been going back to university after the end of the summer, we probably would have kept at least one of them, but we weren't able to. I had to go back to university, unfortunately. But yes, they all went to really good homes. The little ginger tabby, he went to a neighbour, so we got to see him quite a lot until she moved away. He was named William. There's the two ginger and white boys. You see the one at the back and the one with the squinty eyes. He was the runt, bless him. They went to a friend of a friend who happened to have a degree in animal nutrition, so they're fine. And the little girl, the one at the front, the little calico, she also went to a friend of a friend, and she is a pampered little princess now, I am told. So there we go. They're very happy. I mean, they're big grown-up cats now. They're all 4 years old, but yes, there we go. Story over. Sorry, I'm not talking about process so much, but I just love those little babies so freaking much. Getting emotional over here. Yes, putting all those little fussy cut bits all over the place. As I keep saying, kitten chaos going on. In case anyone was wondering about what my cat Conan thought of this litter of intruders in his home, he wasn't really bothered, actually. When they first arrived, he came and had a look, had a sniff and walked off, really, and that was it. He didn't really care. When they got a bit older, and braver and were pouncing around all over the place. He, once or twice, if they came too close to him, they would get a buff on the head. A gentle buff, but a buff that just reminded them who was in charge. So, yes, he was fine. He didn't really care. But, yes. Oh, my babies. I loved them so much. But, yeah, I don't really... The process is quite simple, really. It's just gluing stuff all over the place with some Pritt stick. I could have used something else at the time, but I couldn't find anything else. So Pritt stick it was. And, yes, I think that's kind of it. I'm using some of the sticker sheets, but mostly those fussy cut things, just because they kind of need using up. I don't know why I fussy cut that so just so many little bits. I think I was bored one day. I really must have been bored to do all that. But yes, I really do need to use up this collection because I've had it for a while now. I think, yes, it is time for title. So I've explained why the title. I don't need to do that again. But I wanted to write kitten in those big black alphas. And I wanted something else for the mummy. But I couldn't find anything really that would work. I wanted it to be smaller. I was thinking about using the pink, but I didn't have a matching pink. So I took a leaf out of Adele from Inky Quill's book and wrote it. Really, just wrote it in what she calls a scripty font. So that's what I did. I did do it in pencil first just to check. It's a bit daunting, the idea of just writing on your layout after you've done, 75% of it. So yes, but I'm really, really pleased with how that turned out. So I'm probably going to do that again at some point. So to do it, just in case you don't know, you just kind of do it in a loose handwriting and then thicken up what would be the downstroke on your writing, if that makes sense. If you probably know what I'm talking about. I'm probably preaching to the choir here. Using a gel pen, like a thin one, a 0.38mm. That's one of the Kiki K ones. Just use that because it was to hand, really. Any 0.38 or fine tip gel pen would do the job. So those black alphas, I think they're just some standard American craft stickers. They're not from any particular collection or anything. And I did move that across because I thought it would look better if it lined up with the mummy. And then just to finish off, I just flicked on some Colour Shine in Blush. I was going to go for a black, but then I thought that would be too much. So the pink works a little bit better, I think. So there we go. Sorry for too much story time, but I couldn't help it. I love those little guys so much. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you all soon. Okay, bye-bye!